So I finally caved in and purchased a pellet grill. I have wanted one of these for a very long time. These are pretty expensive, so it took a while for me to make the decision. When I did, went and purchased one, made a short unboxing video, easy to assemble, put together. I started cooking some things on it, and let me tell you what, worth every penny. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the first thing I cooked on it, which was venison backstrap and wild hog ribs. My name's John, welcome to my channel. On this channel, we like adventure, RV trips, outdoor adventures, hunting, fishing, camping, everything in between. We also enjoy cooking and enjoy eating. So this segment's about cooking on a grill, on a pellet grill. So as an avid sportsman, I usually harvest one or more deer a year, and so I have a freezer full of deer meat. I'd also harvested a couple of wild hogs last year, so I had that meat as well. And so one of the very first things that was easy for me to cook as soon as I got my pellet grill was venison backstrap and wild hog ribs. So after thawing out the venison backstrap and the hog ribs, wanted to pat them dry and let them get as close to room temperature as possible. So the first thing I did is take the venison backstrap and I put it in a small baking dish, and I seasoned it thoroughly with sea salt and pepper, nothing else. Cooking something like that on a smoker, you can do a number of different things, but for this, the first time using this grill, I wanted to just keep it pretty simple. So I seasoned both sides really thoroughly with sea salt and pepper, and then set that to the side. The wild hog ribs are a little different. It's not like farm-raised pork. It's a very lean, very tough meat, so you got to treat that a little differently. So what I did is I took the hog ribs and I made a coating on the outside with just plain yellow mustard. Seasoned it really well with Lawry seasoned salt, and then pepper for that as well. You take the hog ribs and you wrap them in tin foil, like a double wrap, and it's gonna take longer for that to cook than it did the backstrap. But you go ahead and set your Traeger or your pellet grill to 225, let it get warmed up, and then you put both things on. So it's only going to take about 30 minutes or less for the backstrap, because the internal temp only needs to get to like 120 or 130. That's medium rare. You don't want to go any farther with backstrap than that. If you go farther than that, it gets tough and you lose a lot of the flavor and a lot of the taste. So on this, I only turn the backstrap once also, about halfway through, or 15 minutes through the cooking. So once I got to the internal temp with the backstrap, I pulled it off, and then I also pulled off the hog ribs, and that's when I put on my barbecue sauce. I used Stubbs original barbecue sauce and just rubbed it, pretty thoroughly on the outside. Put the tinfoil back on and didn't wrap it really tight, just wrapped it loosely and put a temperature probe in it, and then left it on there until it got to around 160. When it got to 160, I took the tinfoil off and just laid it on the grill and just let the smoke, hit it for about another 5 minutes, and then I pulled it off. Both of these turned out really well. Again, I don't recommend that you have the expectation that wild hog ribs are going to be the same as ribs you get in a barbecue restaurant or farm-raised pork, because it's not the same. If you season it right and you cook it right, it's extremely delicious, but it's just not going to have as much fat, as much content on it as farm-raised pork would. But there you have it. Pretty easy. Definitely a fan of Traeger and definitely a fan of pellet grills. Be using these from now on. That's today's video. Thanks for watching.